Welcome guys to Macro Crest, where we focus on fundamentals for as a directional bias and technicals for our entry. And for this week we have a very beautiful week with Trump's inauguration on Monday, and we have the yen interest rates on Friday. Looking through this, on Tuesday we do have the labor data from the pound, although on Monday is a bank holiday in the US. It's still not going to squeeze volatility or liquidity, anyhow you want to look at it. We have the inflation data from the card, we have the inflation data from the kiwi, and NZD we have retail sales from card. A lot of economists are actually looking at hiking for Japan, but I don't think they're hiking. So I don't think they are going to hike. They are just trying to do that to help the yen. You know, buy the rumor, sell the news, or sell the fact, anyhow you want to look at it. So that's why the yen has been rallying for some time, even strong against the dollar, regardless. So on Monday, the Trump's inauguration is going to affect the market a whole lot. Now, the markets are very optimistic about Trump's presidency. And now, if Trump is coming in on Monday, I believe there's going to be some volatility in the market. Now, that's going to push the dollar for some time till probably on Friday. If the yen is going to hike, if Japan is going to hike their interest rate, then we could see the market coming down. Like there's going to be some form of pause in the dollar, weakness in the dollar also. Okay, first of all, starting the week, we look at the Dixie, and we can see that the Dixie is going to still rally to the upside, as we've said earlier, and we'll continue to say it. Last week it was some form of up and down move, but regardless, you'll still be looking at it. This is a form of doji. 2 weeks ago we had a bullish momentum candle, which when we looked at it, it was some demand, and I'm expecting this guy to rally on Monday open. Looking at this, because I'm still bullish on the dollar, so I'm expecting the market to push. So if we look at this, if this is a H4 uptrend, so we are looking at the 1 hour change in market structure or depending on how you look at it. So this is breakout structure to me. This is a low, this is a high, and we are expecting the market to continue this way. This is our low, this is a high, lower low, lower high, then we have this lower low, so it is a lower high. And if you look at this market range here, when it couldn't close above this leg, so it had to grab liquidity, as the case may be. So I'm expecting this market to go higher, bounce off, then we continue to the upside. So that's my view on the dollar. So if the dollar is strong, remember I'm still shorting my NZD, USD, and the USD Swiss. So as we can see, this was what I anticipated last week in last week's video. You can watch last week's video if you've missed out on that. Looking at NZD, what we do see here is that this market structure is to the downside. So basically this is a bearish leg on its own. So I'm expecting this guy to continue lower, this guy. So all these have been an internal range. Looking at previous week's candle, you can see it's a bearish momentum candle. So this was a weekly supply zone, which the market reacted at very beautifully on this H4 supply zone, which grabbed liquidity, some form of liquidity, which I don't really get it anyways. Now the main point here is a confirmation, a form of confirmation. So I have this very beautiful setup. So this was a breakout structure reacting from this supply zone. So the question here is, what's the trend like? This is a breakout structure. We have our lower low, lower high. So this was a lower low that formed the lower high, so the market is just going to open to the downside immediately. It grabbed this, it grabbed the liquidity there, pulling up on this guy. So that supply is what it worked with, not this other one. Just the same thing it did here. So we had this kind of movement, and it's the same thing here again. So I'm looking to keep shorting this guy. The USD card also, remember the card is kind of strong, but it's not strong compared to dollar. So if you look at what we have last 2 weeks ago, is bullish engulfing bullish momentum candles. So what I'll be expecting, I expected the market to rally all the way from this point, but it went lower. So this, but I did not take this trade. This was I was focused on NZD card, USD, NZD USD, and USD Swiss. Getting in here, this is where I expect the market to react from Monday or any of the days to continue to the upside. That's for USD card. For USD, it's as anticipated. You can see exactly you could watch last video and you will understand. So this is a breakout structure. What was last week's candle? It's a form of a doji, some form of a doji. So I'll be looking at my D1 zone, which I believe is a reaction from that. What's the structure like? Structure has been low, high. Sorry about that. We have our higher high, this is a higher low. So this is a higher high, which I'm expecting a higher low, which did this. Internally, I'll look at this as liquidity. Sorry, let me go lower time frame. So this is liquidity graph, I would say, and this is our demand. The chart is messy. Alright, so this I would call a liquidity graph. So this did that and bounced off. This is a breakout structure here. Expecting this market to pull back one more time and we could long all the way to the top. Now I'm looking at price coming all the way to equal highs, but we target here as your TP1 or so. Then our NZD card, yes, it was a bloodbath last week. Looking at last week's previous candle, what I do see is market coming into a weekly supply zone, which this was where I expected the market to react from. This is a supply zone, but it has touched this place so often. I don't expect the market to keep on holding this zone, to keep on holding, because this is too much. But should the market come as high as this point within the week, I would look to shut this down because I'm still bearish on the guy. And for pound weakness, pound card is still on the table, but I have a few questions about the movement of the pound card. Last week I was looking for price to get to this supply. So if you look at that supply on the daily, it's like a D1 drop, base drop, and this is where it aligns with. So I expect the market to get here and I'll look for shorts. And for yen strength, if we are looking at yen strength, due to the hike, I have not been looking to short, but this was what I was looking out for. So this guy is like a doji. I'm expecting the market to pull back to a D1 supply. I don't know how much this place is going to hold. Alright, knowing where to long, if we're looking at NZD weakness against the pound, now this, I'm expecting this market to head down up here, get down here, then we look at longing to this point. Now note, the pound is weak, but we could also look at Euro NZD. We are looking at stronger pairs. So looking at this guy from a monthly time frame, what we do have is monthly bullish candle previous. So this market would head up down here, this would be a very good short longing area. This was what I was expecting for the market to present, but it didn't do that. So if you're looking at shorting against the yen again, sorry, longing against longing the yen, we look at shorting this Swiss yen. We could also look at shorting the CAD yen. So looking at supply area, this is how to look at this area. It's just basics, using your entry criteria for that, and then that should be it. For oil, for those, this was what I was expecting, and oil has done that. So probably CAD weakness would start coming in. And if we say, this was what I was looking out for oil, if we say this is our higher high, this is a higher low, this is a higher high, so probably we might be looking at our higher low somewhere at this 70, so price might drop all the way to 70. Looking at internal market structure, that is where you get this beautiful structure. So this market might also rally from here before coming down. This was what I was looking out for gold, and based on dollar weakness. But remember, we are still in there's still war going until Trump brings down that, and then we might see gold drop very well. But currently people are still looking at gold as a safe haven, so I really don't have a clean analysis for this guy. For silver, which is almost equivalent to gold in terms of market structure and analysis, I'll be expecting it to come over to this point, then we could look to short. But for now, it doesn't just fit my criteria in any sense. Let's do have a good and safe trading week.